Okay, we start streaming again. And hopefully it's working this time. Let's see. Go to live chat. Take this a little bit away from my face. And I don't know. I reset my computer and hopefully it works this time. We're back. Is it better? Maybe my computer just had too much going on. I just edited a few videos, and for those of you that saw my social media just now, you probably already know what this video is, which I am just going to announce that after all this time, all these years of hard work and manifesting things to happen, from literally the time I was a kid and I wanted to make a movie, to 2009 when I wrote the script for The Vegan Zombie, to doing a Kickstarter and making a cookbook, and then doing another Kickstarter and getting funded to make a movie. And the movie's done, and today it's up on streaming platforms, so now you can go watch my movie that I've literally been talking about for years, and I'm sure that a lot of people are so sick of hearing about it without being able to see it. Well, now you can see it. A44 is now on streaming platforms. It's on Google Play right now, and it's also on YouTube videos on demand, so you can watch it in both of those places. You can either rent it or you can purchase it. In time, it will be on Tubi, and then hopefully later on Amazon, and probably some other platforms as well. But yeah, I couldn't wait for this day to come. I often look up at the sky for the last, I don't even know how many years, 7, 8, 9 years. And then whenever I see a shooting star, I wish for this moment to come, where the movie is done and made and filmed and all these good things, and now you guys can go watch it. So A44 is out there now. I'm super excited about it. Do I need to turn this light off? Does that look better at all? We'll see. This isn't my ideal place to do streams, but right now this is what I have, and hopefully in time I'll have a better studio where I can live stream from. So you can see the pantry behind me. It doesn't look that great. Is there a link to the movie? You got to go to either Google Play, which you can just go on Google and type in Google Play and then search for A44, and you can purchase it there, or YouTube. If you have YouTube TV, just hit A44. If you don't have YouTube TV, I guess is a paid subscription kind of thing. You don't need to do that. You can just have regular free YouTube account like I have. But for some reason, it's difficult to search for. I don't know why, but they're making it difficult. You can't just put in A44. You got to type in A44 YouTube movies, and then it should come up for you, and then it gives you a choice to purchase it or rent it. And you can rent it in standard definition or high definition. Obviously, high definition would be the best. It's a little more expensive, but that's why I said, for the price of like a coffee or something, support a struggling indie filmmaker. This is the movie that I'm glad it's out now. August 19th. It still gives us time for fall and the Halloween time, and hopefully more people will hear about it as the weeks go by. And I don't have any budget left, so there's no budget for marketing or promotion. I'm doing this all through my YouTube channel and my other social media. I'm hoping that you guys tell everybody you know, your friends, your family, and you can review it. You can review it on You can give it 5 stars, give it 5 stars, and give it a little review so people can see, you know, something that hopefully they want to watch. And we want to get it out there word of mouth. Parth, thank you for that super chat. We're doing it. We're doing the best we can here. Spread the word. Yeah, spread the word about this movie. Let everybody you know about it. And yeah, so also that goes for everybody. I guess everybody in the Kickstarter, everybody that has, you know, some of you guys have already seen it. You don't have to go purchase it or anything. You can just go and review it. You know, give us your review, what you thought. Hopefully it's a good review. So it can get out there to a wider audience and kind of, you know, take off, hopefully, by people hearing about, you know, this low budget movie that is going to tug at their heart, you know. It is a horror movie, but again, it's got my best friend Indy is in it. He's since passed away, but he is a major part of this movie. His loyalty and his unconditional love, and you know, the scenes that we filmed together were very genuine. Like, he obviously wasn't acting; they were real for him, and it comes across in the movie how genuine this really is. And yeah, Indy, my German Shepherd. He steals the show, and hopefully that will get people to fall in love with this movie, and also to make, you know, certain people to make better choices, you know. I guess I don't really have if you purchase it on Google Play or YouTube, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm not really sure what the payout is for either one of them. Maybe I should Google that real quick. Hold on. What is payout split on Google Play movies? Let's find out. So purchase between, yeah, it's not giving me what I'm looking for. Movies for filmmakers. Okay, maybe that'll tell me. What is the Google? Okay, Google Play generally. Yeah, I would say go to Google Play. It's probably a little slightly better than YouTube, but let me Google that same thing on YouTube. YouTube TV movies. Okay, let's find out. Yeah, Google Play is more. It's better for the filmmaker. So, if that tells you anything, but really, whatever one is easy for you guys. Exactly. This is the movie they didn't want you to see. Kitra just purchased it on YouTube. HD, awesome. Did you already see it, Kitra, when we were streaming it? If you did, most people probably won't see the little slight change, but I did change one little tiny thing in the movie near the end. So this will be a version you technically haven't seen, but you've seen most of it. I changed very slight different things. Yeah, the best way to support is to, you know, just share this, tell people about this. You know, buy a copy of it on Google Play or YouTube, and yeah, that'll help me out. That'll definitely help me out, and for all the hard work I've done for all these years. I still plan on doing Ask Jeeves. I still plan on doing a few. So with the contract that I signed, I can still do a handful of movie theaters. I can't do unlimited, but I can do a handful. And I still really want to go to LA around October if I can make it. And I reached out to several movie theaters that I'm still waiting to hear back from. But this is it. This is the movie that I've spent all this time, the past 7 years, working on, and especially the past 3 years, because 3 years, 3 years almost to the day, we were filming the movie. So we had already done pre-production and we were filming the movie, and we were getting right into it. And then last year at this time, I was just busy in my little dungeon editing the movie, bringing it to life, and doing the best I could. And now I'm really happy with what we have. So obviously there's limitations and stuff like that, because we had a finite budget. We did not have an unlimited budget, and it was difficult to do all that with a limited budget there. Awesome. Thank you, Parth, for grabbing it over there on Google Play. I signed a deal with a distributor to try to get the movie to the next level, and hopefully, I mean, I hope that the vegan community, take notice of this and share it, because it is one of the first feature horror movies to promote veganism, if not the first. And but I also really, really, really hope that it gets out there to just the general horror community, the horror community, and then just anybody that really likes a movie that we put a lot into, a very low budget movie, but a lot of thought went into, and some of the reviews that we've got, we don't have too many, but we do have some reviews. There's a handful. There's about 1,000 people that have seen the movie. We played it at 2 different theaters, which were overwhelmingly, they went over really well. And we also showed it to the Kickstarter supporters, and also I sold tickets for it for about a month. So there is a bunch of people that have already seen it. And if you're one of them, you can easily go on and give it a review. That's what we really need, is reviews, or else it's not going to... Because right now, I don't think YouTube is really... I don't even know if you can search for it unless you literally go on there and say A44 YouTube movies, and then it'll come up. Otherwise, it was really difficult for me to find it today. I just hit A44 and it wasn't coming up. So that means, like, if you go to like new horror movies on YouTube, it's probably not going to come up. So people that don't know about this aren't going to see it. The only people who are going to see it are the people that are going to specifically go there and look for it, which is a shame, but I'm doing the best I can with it. So I don't know if I need more reviews so that the algorithm starts promoting it, but we need to do something. We need to figure something out here. Thank you, Matthew. Yeah, once you purchase it, you can watch it whenever. And I hope you guys come back and we can talk about it. I want to know what people think. You downloaded the movie on Google Play TV app, but it's not coming out. I might have to wait until they show me how to do it. I did find it on YouTube. Yeah, Google Play I've never really looked at until just recently, and it's pretty simple. But it's not like most... Like if you're used to like Amazon and Netflix, it's not like that. You got to actually go up there and type A44 in the search bar for it to come up. But it does come up. I did find it over there. And it's a little bit trickier on the YouTube, but it does come up over there too. I'm just excited to get people to watch it and get excited for fall. And you know, we filmed this during the late summer and fall of 2022 up here in beautiful upstate New York. We have the best fall up here, all the trees. It just looks amazing. And I got a couple compliments in the reviews, people saying that, you know, it gave them, and I didn't even really try to do this, but just the atmosphere here, it gave them the campy feel, like that Friday the 13th campy feel from some of those movies from the 80s. And I like that because that's, you know, those are some of the movies I grew up watching. 80s horror movies. Always loved horror movies. People ask me why horror, and but that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a horror movie the way I wanted to do it, and I also wanted to be able to promote veganism in a way that doesn't shy away from it, but at the same time doesn't make, you know, these anti-vegans want to get up out of their chair and walk away. I tried to do it in a very tactful, classy way where, you know, everybody can love this movie, you know. Yeah, I do. This was my first, you know, I had to get this done, and it took a lot of work to get this done. But now that it's done and it's out there, it gives me a little more time to do some other things like promoting the movie and getting together the footage for behind the scenes for like a Blu-ray, which I've talked to the distributor about, and I do plan on doing a Blu-ray. I love physical content, so for me it's a no-brainer to do that. I also have posters that I'm in, t-shirts, hoodies for A44, a couple different ones, and I want to have, I don't know how it's going to happen, but I want to have Blu-ray. I don't know if I get them, if I can physically get them so I could sign them for people that want that. But yeah, I need to really, you know, go ahead and promote this. We got some cool little stickers here, A44. And by the way, like, if you know the movie, this isn't like some font that I downloaded or bought. This is an actual object that I used. This is from specifically there is no font like this. This is from my movie. So, and I don't want to give that away. So, some of you that have already seen the movie know exactly what it is. But if you haven't seen the movie yet, I'll let you watch it. Does a purchase of the movie come with a free order of poutine? Thank you, Patrick. Unfortunately, we still got to do that poutine. It's not on Amazon right now, unfortunately. We did try to get on Amazon. We're going to try it again at a later date, but right now it's not on Amazon, which is a bummer because that's where it was supposed to be at first. Busy Liz says, just bought it on YouTube so I could watch it on my Switch. Awesome. Buzzy Liz. Thank you. Thank you. Tell me how it is on the Switch. I actually found it on Google Play last night around midnight, and I was super excited about that. And I did not find it on YouTube until I woke up, but I went ahead and I made a little video. I also have a YouTube video that I need to upload. I've already uploaded it on my social media, my Instagram, TikTok. I think it automatically might have shared to my Facebook. I just need to, this is my full-time job right now, is promoting this movie. So some of you guys might get sick of me promoting this, but I got to think of anything I can to get it out there because I've got no other way to promote it. You know, usually movies spend like millions of dollars from their budget just to promote the movie, you know, to get people to get out there and get hyped about it and watch it and want to see it. We only have, this is it, you know, I'm reaching out to different like content creators that review horror movies and stuff like that. So hopefully that can help us out a little bit as well. And then hopefully somebody sees it that just really likes it, that has a lot of followers that can just be like, go watch this movie. I don't know. Yeah, if for some reason you just remember, in order to find it on YouTube, you literally got to go on there and you have to type exactly A44 YouTube movies. That's the phrase you got to put, because nothing else I put came up with anything. If I hit A44, it only came up with my content from YouTube. If I did A44 movie, same thing. Yet you have to say A44 YouTube movies, and then it comes up for whatever reason. On Google Play, for Google Play, I just typed in A44 and it came up. John is only 400 short of his 500. Well, so that's what we thought he needed, but his actual quote is between 6,000 and 8,000 for the dog, for the surgery. So I mean, obviously this is helping him out tremendously. It's amazing what you guys did coming together for that, but he's not going to say anything, but he does need more than that. Yeah, go to... I show how to do it in my little video that I did on Instagram. A44 Movies works in YouTube. Good to know. Audiohead. How much for a billboard type where you... I was thinking about that, putting a billboard like out there in like LA or something. And Linda's so right, you know. It's the movie they don't want you to see. Moncherie, thank you for that donation to John. Zesty, Omens, I don't know. They don't give you an answer. I don't know. Amazon rejected it. And I don't know. Google Play accepted the movie but rejected the trailer the first time, and they said it because it was too violent, which they showed me what parts of the trailer they didn't like, and they weren't violent, but there was like fake blood on the person. So I took those scenes out, and then they took it. I made a new trailer, and then they took it. So it's possible that Amazon didn't take it for the same reason, but they didn't give us a reason. So it doesn't matter that there's like violence in the movie, but apparently the trailer has to be rated G in order to show people the trailer. So that could be why it got rejected. I don't know. And my distributor is going to try again later this year, early next year. I don't know why it's going to take that long, but that's what they said. I don't have any control over that. Susie, did it come up for you when you type A44 zombie movie? I mean, if you guys can find it doing whatever search you're doing, then great. I found that it for me, it only worked A44 YouTube movies, and it came up as far as YouTube goes. You got it to come up with YouTube, but it says not available. What do you mean not available? You got to it's a pay for a movie. You got to rent it or purchase it. Your dog also broke her arm and it was 6,000. Yeah, that's how much they... Oh, Rick Grimes is in here. Hey, Rick. How's it going, man? Yeah, I was bummed to hear that too, Zesty. But yeah, Google Play has it, and so does YouTube. And I'm told that Tubi will have it later on. I don't know when, maybe October or November. I did a Cynthia. I did a post yesterday on Instagram about John's dog, and I have the link there. John's doing, well, actually somebody else put it together for him, and I shared it for a GoFundMe to get Wilder she needs surgery. She fractured her hip. Yeah. So she was at a special vet at Cornell University today. I can't play. I don't have this set up. Yeah, I have, guys. I've neglected my YouTube stuff by working on this movie for the last 3 years. So I really got to get back into this and figure all that out. But I don't have it set up where I can just, like most people do, like go over and show you like different videos on these live streams. I'd have to like set all this stuff up, and it's just not ready for that right now. So you're going to have, in order to see that, you're going to have to go to my Instagram account to find that. Yeah, I'm probably going to do way more of these live streams too. Oh. Hey, Rick. Yep, you're going to rent A44 later. I appreciate that. Let me know how it goes. Yeah. We'll have, as more people watch it, we'll talk more about it over here. I would love to do a director's commentary at some point too. LL, gonna chuck it out. I'm your cousin on your mom's side, and I love horror movies. That's awesome. Are you the cousin that she was talking to today? My mom said she had a cousin. I'm like, how come I don't know any of your cousins? And I'm like, have I ever met your cousin? And she's like, no, I don't think so. I'm like, when's the last time you saw your cousin? And I'm like, was it before I was born? She's like, I think so. I'm like, Mom, that was like 50 years ago. Like, that's crazy. But that's awesome. Yeah. Check it out. We're family that we never met each other. That's pretty awesome and weird, but enjoy that. My mom is in the movie, so you know her. Do you know my dad? I don't know how long it's been. Happy Girl just bought it on YouTube. Thank you. Popped up right away when I put A44 Movie. Good to know. We're going to have some Halloween parties. We're going to talk Halloween. We're going to talk hopefully people come back and watch this movie like every Halloween. It'll be a go-to like vegan horror movie that people can watch, during that time of the year or any time of the year, but especially now. I always wanted to release it around now, and I was bummed when I couldn't release the movie last year, but here we are, another year, and it's finally here. So I'm excited. I'm excited. We played it in 2 movie theaters. Overwhelming. The first one was sold out, and the second one we actually beat the Thunderbolts, the Marvel movie, on their opening weekend. We beat them in ticket sales. So that was super, I had no idea. I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. But yeah, we did really well at the movie theaters, and everybody really, really seemed to love the movie. So I'm excited for you guys to watch it. But remember, it is don't get your hopes way up, because remember, we didn't have millions of dollars to make this movie. We did this from scratch. We did this with a very low budget. We did the best we could, but it's still a low budget movie. So have your expectations somewhere in the middle. Think of hey, we made a low budget movie, and then when you get in, maybe your expectations, maybe by the end of the movie, you'll be like, oh my God, my expectations were, superseded by the movie. And, but if you go into this, thinking it's going to be an A-list movie with millions of dollars that we spent on it, it's not. So I'm still proud of it. You're the daughter of the cousin she was talking to. Gotcha. Gotcha. So, cousins on my grandfather's side, my mom's father. Well, welcome to the stream. I know she was asking me how to like send you the link. Heather says, I'll be renting A44. Congratulations. Thank you, Heather. Lewis. Mike says, so far I haven't had any luck finding it for purchase. Yeah, I wonder, because you're in Australia, I wonder if there's any kind of like blocks on it. I don't know. I mean, I know if you had a VPN, you could probably find it, but just go into YouTube and Google Play, you can't find it. I wonder if anybody in the UK can find it. Halloween watch parties. Susie says, I'm a baby about horror movies, but my husband loves them. He's really excited. I am too, but gonna watch through my fingers. Gotcha. Well, I'll say this. It's not super scary. In fact, you know, diehard horror fans like myself would easily say this isn't a scary movie, but it is a horror movie because it's got horror elements in it. I mean, it's a zombie movie, so that just automatically it's a horror movie. But I wouldn't say it's too scary. But then again, like, I know every part of it, so to me it's not scary, and I know how it was made. But somebody else that doesn't, maybe somebody that is a baby to horror movies would think it's scary. So if it scares you, I'm sorry, but it is a horror movie, so that makes me feel good if I scare people. But you might be surprised. It might give you another emotion other than being scared, which you might not expect. A lot of people happen to in the movie. Moncherry says, no, people, don't listen to Chris. Get your hopes way up. It's great. Moncherry was at the opening night at the Syracuse Theater. And I know you said you loved it. Yeah, I know, Rick. Some of the best movies were low budget. Stand By Me comes to mind. Well, Night of the Living Dead was super low budget. Some of the movies were flops as well. Like The Shawshank Redemption was a flop. It was considered a failure. And that's one of the biggest cult classic movies out there today. So yeah. Stand By Me was an amazing movie. One of my favorites. It is. It's a horror thriller. I would say it's, if I had to pick three titles, I would say, first of all, it's a horror movie, it's a thriller, and it's an adventure. Cynthia said, I typed purchase A44 movie on YouTube and found it. Good to hear. Peter just got here. No, Peter, unfortunately, it's not on Amazon. It's on Google Play, and it's on YouTube video on demand. But if you go to YouTube, you literally have to type in, unless you pay for YouTube and have YouTube TV, which a lot of people don't have that, you could probably just find it by type in A44. But if you don't have that, you got the free account like I do, you want to type in A44 YouTube movies, and then it will come up. Thank you, Bat Chatter. Yeah, some expensive movies were flops. Tremors. That's funny. I just talked about Tremors last night. A rom-zom. Misty Air, can I access the movie because I donated? You mean on the Kickstarter? If you donated on the Kickstarter, I've already shown it to the Kickstarter people 5 different times. So if you missed that, then yes, you have to go either, like everybody else, to Google or YouTube. So that means you've already missed out on it. I did show it for free to the Kickstarter people that were in, I forget what tier. I think it was a $20 and above, got to see it for free, which I did back in May and June, and I gave 5 screenings of that. So if you missed the updates there, then yes, there's no way to see it for free anymore. Everybody has to go, because I signed it away to a distributor, so I legally can't show it to anybody anymore. Lunikit went to the premiere in Syracuse. Great movie. Had a wonderful time. Awesome, Lunikit. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, YouTube TV is about $85 per month. My sister was telling me about it. What it is, because she explained it to me, is it's basically it's like cable TV. So if you don't buy cable TV, you can get YouTube TV, but you would still end up having to purchase like a movie. So yeah, I mean, I can't afford YouTube TV, but it is out there for some people that have it. Yeah, and you can either rent it and have like a personally, like, so I have a friend that is actually in my movie, and last year he directed a movie as well, and he got picked up by Screenbox TV, and his movie's also on Amazon. So he directed and filmed his own movie here in Syracuse, and it's called Creeping Death. And he just came out with the Blu-ray, which I got. And when his movie came out last year, I went to Amazon and I purchased it. So I own it. I can go back. I can watch it anytime I want. And I think that's pretty cool because he's also in my movie. So, and then eventually I'll have a Blu-ray, but I don't have anything ready yet. I got to give them, you know, behind the scenes and all that. And I did go through and I had to pay a service to do this, but I had to go through and painstakingly go through the whole thing and make sure everything was correct. But I did do closed captioning and subtitle for the movie, so I have that. And I didn't have the money to do this now because I'm so low budget. But if this movie does well and I get, like, you know, a kickback or anything, then I'll be able to pay for subtitles in different languages and put that in there. So, you know, we'd have it in, like, you know, Spanish and French and different languages. So, but each one of those costs, like, you know, $1,200 to $1,500 to do that, and I just can't afford it right now. You did watch it when it was free. You loved it. Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Misty. Yeah, so definitely we want to get this out to everybody. Share it. Tell your friends. Google Play and YouTube TV right now. And eventually we'll be out on other places. And, you know, renting it or buying it helps support little old me, struggling filmmaker. So thank you so much for that. That's all the hard work I've put into it for all these years. No, Netflix is horrible at buying stuff like this. And then they give you nothing. So Netflix was a big no. Prime rejected us. So we're going to try again with them later, at a later date. The business end of selling a movie is absolutely horrible. That I'm finding out everything that I'm finding out. Like, every time I take 2 steps forward, I take 3 steps back every step of the way. If you guys only knew, I'm being very positive right now, but if you guys only knew the behind the scenes of movie making and getting it out there, like the whole process, I want you guys to see all the hard work, but it's been some of the, just to be honest with you and be real, it's been some of the worst times of my life, and it shouldn't have been, but that's the truth. I won't go into it because I don't want to put anybody in a bad mood, but I've I've almost destroyed myself making this movie. If I didn't have a stronger, if I was a weaker mental acuity, I probably would have broken down by now, because they make it absolutely horrible for people like us, little tiny filmmakers. They make it almost impossible. And I really do think there's some kind of conspiracy with big Hollywood making it so little filmmakers can't be successful, because Hollywood keeps regurgitating the same stuff, and it's quite honestly boring, but they got the big budget to do it. And then little filmmakers actually come out with really good stories, and then they get it stolen from them, or they get, blacklisted, or they can never put their movie out. And it's just, it's a battle. I don't want to go into it too much, but I could make an entire documentary on it. I could do a whole entire live stream on it, but that's just me being real, being very general and vague. It's been absolutely disgustingly challenging, and every step of the way it's been something bad. The worst case scenario, every time something that I think I'm like, oh, finally I'm putting, like it's another bad thing. And it's, if I knew all this when I started, I don't know if I would have done it over again. But also at the same time, knowing that I got through all this to where I am now, it makes me really proud that I stuck through it and I got through everything to get where I am right now. It was very, very challenging, I got to say. But I learned a lot, and I'm that much better to I'm a hands-on person. I'm a visual person. And, going into this, never doing it before, I did have doubts, but I was perseverant and tenacious, and I did it. And now that I've done it, I feel confident that I could do it again, and I could do it better, and I could save mistakes. I could prevent a lot of mistakes from happening. I could do things more smoothly and efficiently. And I know that I can make a movie, and I wore the hat of almost every role in movie making, minus a few. And, and some of you out there know who you are and, what you did, So thank you to everybody that came together to help this movie be made. You know who you are. Whew. Yes. Just trying to be real with you guys. This is good news today, yes. But that's another thing, during this, I lost my best friend during this, I wish I could be sitting here with Indy, saying this is Indy and, go watch the movie, but he's gone. And, but he'll always be immortalized in this movie. And he gave me his loyalty and unconditional love. And, that's part of what makes this movie what it is. Indy the dog, Indy the pup, Indy the German Shepherd, Indy the star of the movie. He's going to pull at your heartstrings. And, it's the first movie that I know of that's obviously there's other movies in the past with dogs in it and stuff like this, but this was my moment to have something. I don't want to give anything away, so I'm going to just be vague about it, but he will be in your heart in this movie, and his part is very important to make the movie what it is. Without him, this movie would be another dumb zombie movie. But with him, this is an exceptional movie. I think it's my love story to Indy, really. And he's in there forever. And, I did this with some really good friends that they know who they are. And they're also, a lot of them are in this movie in some way or another. My family is in this movie some way or another. And I made sure, to do that. I made sure to do that. But there's also some local actors in this movie. It's not all we're not all just inexperienced in movie making completely. So it was very challenging. But that's why I want you guys to see it now. I want you guys to see what we went through. I wish I could I wish I could say more. I don't want to put anybody down, but like it wasn't as happy as I thought it was going to be when I thought, you know, I was going to be making a movie. You know, in fact, it was really some of the worst times in my life making this movie. But knowing that I have something that I'll always have, and knowing that I did something that I took a huge risk, you know, like I threw everything in a bin to make this movie, you know, like I went to college for 4 years. I got a degree. I got a job and a career that I quit. I quit to put everything in for something that I believed in, and I took the risk, you know, like I cashed out my 401k. I did all these things to do what I felt was something that I only had one shot, and I put the risk out there and say, hey, if I don't do it, at least I tried. I did something that not a whole lot of people do. You know, it's like making a feature movie, you know, like it was an idea, and then I made it a reality. I manifested a reality of a movie, and it was the biggest project I've ever done. Like, do you know, I don't think people understand how much time I sunk into this movie. Like, I feel like it stole, like I can't even explain it. Like, it took everything out of me to make this movie. I put everything I had into making this movie. And countless days where I'm working, you know, 10 to 14 hour days. Like, you know, people might think, oh, you're just editing clips together. I couldn't even look at it. I couldn't even look at any of the footage for almost a year. That's what it did. That's what it did, you know? And then I finally, you know, started just putting it all together and creating what I did and sculpting what it is now. And, you know, there could be 20 different editors, and every editor would come up with a different movie. This is what I wanted. This is what I came up with. This is what I created from what I had. And I will say, out of everything that we did in this movie, I'm most proud of the edit. I think, because I've been editing for over 30 years at some kind of capacity, from back in the day when I was making movies with my, you know, younger brothers and sister and my friends, to when I was skateboarding, all the way to now. And I feel like I did the best job I could have with this edit that I did. I feel like this was a professional edit, and I gave it all I had. I did everything I could in it, and it took all of my brain power to do this. I'm trying to keep this down, being pretty vague, because like I could go into so much detail and just start ranting, and you guys would probably love it. You would probably love hearing all this, but I don't really want to go that route. I just know that like this is just amazing, because I've been looking forward to this for so long, and we're finally here. And for a while, I didn't even know if we would ever get here. It just was one thing after another, but now it's out there for the world to see. Except for Mike, he can't see it in Australia. I don't know Mike, but it was the biggest challenge I've ever done in my life, and I would just love for everybody to see it and love somehow, you know, like I'm not expecting this movie, you know, to make millions of dollars or get me rich or anything, but I would love for somehow this to open the door so I can make more movies, you know, at the very minimum. I want to make more movies, and if this is it, that would be sad, you know, because like I can't do another movie like this. I didn't take a penny from the budget, you know, I did this for free. So if I had to do another Kickstarter, there's no way I could do another movie for, you know, the amount that we raised on this one. It wasn't enough, you know, and for the last 3 years I've been working for free, knowing that I had to get this movie done. So that's another thing. I put myself into financial ruin, and I'm not in a very good place financially right now. So hopefully the movie is seen. Hopefully somewhere there's a break where somebody big like says something about the movie, where all of a sudden tons of people are going to watch this movie, this heartfelt movie. It really is. It's a horror movie, but it's a heartfelt movie. And it's true, like watching this movie and watching the dynamic between my character and my dog. That's not acting, that's real. And you know, that was my dog. I wrote the script around him to make it easy on him, where he was just hanging out with me. He loved it, and I just let him be him to make this movie. And yeah. Sorry, I got to read some of these here. Hexic Dragon, you watched my videos that I did, my cooking videos. Yes, that's where it all started. It actually started with the script for the movie, and then we did the cooking videos, which allowed us to do a cookbook, which allowed us to do the Kickstarter for the movie. Debro, thank you for buying the movie so you can show it to your Halloween horror friends. See, that's amazing. If anybody does that, please, if you buy the movie and have your friends come over and watch it for Halloween, you know, snap a picture, post it online, social media, tag me. Like, I want to know. To me, that's amazing. That makes me feel so good. Like, I would love to know. I'll reshare it. Like, that in itself is promotion for the movie, getting everybody else excited about it so we can show other people to get them excited. One thing that I wish I did more of, but I didn't know because I was so busy at the time, was when I showed the movie in Syracuse at the movie theater and Ithaca, I wish I had more video footage. I couldn't do video. I was just so swamped. But I wish there was more video footage of people that had seen it to, like, say what they thought of the movie. I know you're on video, Monshuri, telling what you thought, but I think you're the only one. I wish more people were giving their account of the movie, because so many people said such good things about it. And I wish I had more of that. So... So, whew. Yes, be sure. 5-star review. Promotion. You're already planning a Blu-ray watch party, getting ahead of myself as usual. I want to put all the good things in the Blu-ray, and of course, some behind the scenes of Indy, the pup. Yeah. We will have DVD and Blu-ray. There's a difference. DVD would just have the movie. It's not big enough for the behind the scenes. Blu-ray, I would love to have behind the scenes, possibly a director's commentary, stuff like that. What I plan on doing now that it's out is more of these live streams. Hopefully I can do interviews with some of the local actors, cast and crew that helped make the movie, so we can get to know some of them a little better too. Maybe go out to some of the places where we film the movie and do live streams there, or videos, you know, once people start to, like, get familiar with some of the places in the movie. Yeah. Greg, I really hope it'll become a cult classic. Hopefully, that would be amazing. It is the first of its kind, so, you know, maybe, possibly, hopefully, people will be like, hey, this is the first vegan zombie feature, vegan, you know, movie out there, you know. YouTube Movies is good. Google Play is good. Google Play gives more of a cut to the filmmakers, but they're both good. Whatever one you guys want to buy it from. I think Google Play gives a 70% cut, while YouTube gives about a 55% cut. I've got lots of footage of Indy over the years. Yeah, anybody. So literally, anybody that loves Indy, the pup, my German Shepherd, would love this movie. But also, anybody really that had, like, you know, a loved animal, loved pet, loved companion, you're gonna love the movie because it's gonna somehow tie in and remind you of your loved one, you know. So, or at least hopefully that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I tried to do in the movie. The thing is, it's exciting right now because literally you guys can all go out and watch the movie whenever you want now. It's up there for anybody to watch it, except for Mike. Sorry, Mike's already seen it. So Noah Craig's in it. We have John. We have Dr. Gregor. These aren't spoilers. Dr. Gregor's in the trailer. Jane Unchained. A baked potato. And when you watch it, you might see some similarities to some other movies. And just take note that I wrote this freaking 16 years ago. 16 years ago. Actually, I wrote the first page of it actually 20 years ago in 2005, but then I didn't do anything again with it until 2009, and then I wrote like what the story was, and then I redid a bunch of stuff back in 2018 just to make it, you know, like I rewrote so many things to make this, you know, better and better and better. So I actually had like a really good screenplay there. And just getting better at writing, better at character arc, pacing, all that stuff. So it feels good, but I wish we had like a theatrical release like some of these other movies do. I wish it could I wish we had better promotion. I wish, you know, I see some of these other movies being promoted everywhere. And it's like, I wish we had that. You know, our movie's worth that, but it's all going to be word of mouth here. So you're still just as excited. Dr. Gregor should be sharing this. Hopefully he will. I tagged him in the thing. It's, you know, it's, I think it's his first debut movie that's not a documentary. So hopefully. Greg, good question. Can I get into any film festivals? Remember when I said this is the movie no one wants you to see? I really mean it. You know, just from what everybody else said, Moncheri saw it. She says it's amazing. Everybody that came out of the theater that night said it was amazing. Everybody that saw it at the other theater thought it was amazing. But unfortunately, I've submitted to about 16 film festivals, and I've got rejected from about 98% of them. I'm still waiting to hear back from 2 of them, which I'm probably going to get rejected from because I've been rejected from every single one. So again, I don't know why I'm being rejected, but this is the movie literally no one wants you to see. I can't make it into a film festival. I don't know. I really am questioning because I've seen some pretty bad movies that have won film festivals. So I don't know. We got Rob in the house ready to watch again. And again, I know Rob has watched this movie more than most people I know. But besides myself, I probably watched this movie way too many times, and most of the times it wasn't because I wanted to watch it. I had to go through it to make sure everything was correct and everything. But Rob is actually in the movie. He was a supporter of the Kickstarter, and he plays a couple different parts in the movie, which is pretty cool. So, of course, Rob's going to share this and probably purchase it and show all his friends and have a Halloween party, I assume, right, Rob? Tell everybody at work. Can I tell the story about... Well, I'm going to tell it. So for those of you that remember Rachel, we filmed this at her house, and before it came out, I watched it at her house with her parents, and her mom recognized Rob, and apparently they work together in the same office, but she had no idea because I guess, I don't know if she was there that day, but Rob played the movie trailer on like a big, huge TV, and apparently I guess she didn't see it there, so she had no idea. But like, Rachel's car was in it, Rachel's house was in it, like all these different things, and Rachel's dad shot the opening scene with the drone, so that was pretty funny that they worked together, and we had no idea that they did that, you know. So that was pretty cool. There's Tommy. Tommy is also in the movie. Tommy, how's it going? You can now, Tommy, you've actually never seen the movie. Now you can go watch the movie, and you're actually in the movie. Tommy actually has a line. It's not very long, but Tommy actually talks in the movie. Remember, that's how we got it. That's how we have to promote it. You know, this is the zombie movie that no one wants you to see. Or for the vegan community, this is the first vegan horror movie that nobody wants you to see. And in the horror community, this is the horror movie that nobody wants you to see. I think that's good, right? That usually makes people want to see something, right? When you're not supposed to see it. Tommy, it's on Google Play and YouTube videos on demand. So you can go to either one of those and either rent it or purchase it. And you're in it, so I mean, you can do whatever you want, but if you purchase it, it's yours forever. And you can watch it with all your friends, family. You can watch it on Halloween every year, or you could wait and get a Blu-ray, and then you can watch it every day if you wanted. But I haven't started working on the Blu-ray, so I can't even give you a timeline for that yet. Am I going to get an A44 tattoo? No, probably not, but I will say that there were a couple people from the movie that almost went ahead and got A44 tattoos. I don't want to say who, and I don't want to say where, because it might give something away. It's a spoiler, so I don't want to say anything about that. This is the movie they don't want you to see. It is reverse psychology. Buzzy, yes. I assume that, yes, I will put some behind the scenes in the Blu-ray, and I would love to do a director's commentary. So, as most of you know, I did a lot of behind the scenes, and I also had other people that filmed a lot of the behind the scenes for the movie, and sent me it. So, yeah. Oh, Parth. Streaming will do until the Blu-ray. I cannot wait for the Blu-ray. Maybe every Blu-ray will put a little unique sticker in there. I got to get some more of these. These were nice. Dollface, hey, how's it going, Anna? Awesome, thank you for sharing that. Let me know what you think of the movie once you see it. We need everybody to share it that we can, and reviews and shout outs and everything. This is it. This is go time, trying to get this movie out there to everyone. I need to still, what is it, 9 o'clock? I still need to post a YouTube video. I need to reach out to my friend that works at Syracuse.com newspaper. It's out. This was locally made. I made sure to film this in like where I grew up. So some of the places you're going to see in this movie is where I grew up as a little kid. And it was filmed in and around the Syracuse area. It was filmed at the high school I graduated from. And some of the scenes, they were, dramatized and stuff like that. But some of them were taken from real, true events that I grew up experiencing, minus the zombie parts. But yeah, some of these things that happen in the movie are real things that I experienced. So I kind of like invoked my own childhood, my own life in this, and then I spun a fantasy tale of horror and sci-fi and different things in there together to create this movie. My face is naked. Yes, I lost my beard in a fight to the death. I appreciate everyone that goes ahead and shares this. Maybe I should even do one of those, 12-hour, 24-hour live streams where we just hang out, try to get more and more people to watch. I don't know if you guys can think of any effective, unique things I can do for streaming or for making videos, for promotion. I've got a few things that I want to try to do, but I'm always open for different options. And, I might get some ideas from maybe AI or something. I don't know. I really need to, it's just me, so I need to figure this, promotion thing out. It's the movie no one wants you to see. Here we are. I did go ahead. Yeah, so I shared it on Instagram. All the information you need to know is on Instagram right now. And also I uploaded it to TikTok. So definitely follow if you're new to the channel. Definitely give it a follow because I will be sharing more updates and everything like that with this. Don't use AI. I don't ever use AI, but this is something that I would use AI for, to give me like a plan of action on how to be effective as somebody that has no budget to do. So this is one reason why I would use AI. But overall, I think AI is ruining so many things. But no, this isn't one of them. Is there a hashtag from the movie? A44 Movie, A4 Indie the Pup, new horror movie, A44, just A44. Yeah, reviews on IMDb, but also you can put reviews on Google Play and the YouTube. Once you buy it, please give it a 5-star review. Please, you don't have to write anything, but if you do, just a sentence like, I loved this movie, whatever, Ryan Coughlin in here, he is one of the main characters of the movie. So Ryan, I'll probably want to get you to do an interview with me for a live stream, whatever, so we can, just have it up here to get for promotional purposes at some point, since you never came over that one time. No, I'm not using it for art or anything like that. I hate that when you can't tell if something's real or not. I'm just giving it just like a business plan to be able to promote, I don't have money to pay for a promoter, to do this thing. So, that's a perfect thing of giving ideas of what I can do to interact with you guys and the general public. So it's not a bad thing at that point. A Monday food tasting. Yeah, maybe we could do that. We definitely want... Why would AI be of any use? Well, I've already seen what it can do for the business plan for this because you just ask AI, you write a prompt and say, give me some ideas of how I can promote my new movie. I don't have any money to pay for promotion. What are some things that I can do with social media to get this out to the right audience? It's a zombie movie, it's a vegan movie, and it's going to give you some really good advice on how you can do that. That's why. This shouldn't be you can be biased again. I'm biased against it too. Overall, I don't like it. I don't like where we've come from when I was a kid to where we are now with AI. At first, it sounded cool, but this isn't doing anything bad. This will be the one thing that I can use it for. So, I'm not going to argue about that. I need to make Coughlin a pizza. Yeah, he's never had one of my pizzas. Luke just watched the film today. You were great in it. So Luke's already watched it. What did you think? Where'd you watch it, Luke? Do you know? Was it YouTube or Google? And can you just kind of tell us what you thought of the movie overall? Hopefully it's not bad. Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad. Yeah, Ryan was one of the main characters in the movie, and I think he did a really good job. Luke says, I watched it on YouTube. It was even better than I thought it would be. Thank you, Luke. I don't want to brag or anything. This isn't bragging, but that is the most common comment that I've got from both strangers and people that I've been friends with. That people have left the theater. I've had good friends of mine come up to me and say, Chris, that is even better than I thought it was going to be. That's the most common comment that I've had. I think that a lot of people think that just because, this isn't a Hollywood movie, and a lot of people thought it's just going to be another glorified YouTube video. It's not. It's a real movie that I put countless hours into, other people put countless hours into, and we've refined it to be something beyond my own expectations. When I was done shooting and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be very difficult, and I don't even know if this is even going to be good. There was a time that I was like, maybe I shouldn't even move forward with this. This is, but I did, and I'm very pleased with the way it came out. I'm happy with it. I am. Tommy, I didn't use DaVinci to edit. I used Premiere. But near the end, there was a couple problems with some of the scenes. And I ended up purchasing DaVinci, I think around Black Friday. It was on sale. And I wanted it for other reasons, so I did purchase it. And I learned it, and I did a few things. I did a few color correcting, color grading things in it, and I refined a couple scenes. But the majority was done with Premiere Pro, and but I did use DaVinci for like 1% of it. So I do have DaVinci now. I would consider myself an expert in Premiere, and I would consider myself more of a beginner in DaVinci. Although once you're an editor, you're an editor, so I know a lot of things come easy, but it's still kind of a new software for me. Thank you, Luke, on that comment about indie. My mom says everyone who sees the movie says that it was so much better than I expected. Mom, you didn't think it was going to be good? My mom is in the movie. My mom is in the movie, and so is my dad. And my mom is a substitute teacher, so she's been telling the kids for a couple years that her son made a zombie movie and she's in it. And this last summer, this last school year, she was able to play the trailer for some of the kids there, and they were excited because they were in the actual school where we filmed it and where I graduated many, many, many years ago. It was fun to go back to my high school. Oh, you bought the free one? I went ahead and bought the full version of it. It was a lot cheaper, and I figured, if I'm going to get this, you can do most of the things with the free version, but I needed, for what I was doing, I needed the full version. Anna, no, I haven't shared it in Subreddit. So out of all these years of social media, Reddit is probably the one thing that I never really used. I'm not really sure how to use Reddit. If anybody wants to go ahead and share that for me, that would be amazing. Reddit, maybe I got to get on Reddit and check it out. Mike says the movie covers the Gambit zombies to vegan marshmallows. What more could I want? I have been on a few podcasts. Now that it's out, I would hope to get on some more podcasts. I'm more than willing to do it. And I would think if I was doing a podcast with somebody, I would be more than happy to have a movie director that just made, a movie. Again, this isn't any old movie. This is one of those movies that it's the first of its kind. It's the first pro-vegan feature horror movie. That's huge, There's a lot of vegan movies out there that are, maybe not horror and maybe not a feature narrative, meaning it's a documentary or something like that. So this kind of stands out from all those. This is like a sore thumb when you're looking at like a bunch of vegan documentaries or vegan rom-coms or whatever. But a lot of those movies, like, there's movies that mention veganism, but a lot of them do it and like they're kind of making fun of veganism. This one, no, we're not making fun of it. Although Drew Coughlin, he might be guilty of something like that, but you'll have to watch the movie to find out. And the little known fact, Drew is our antagonist, anti-vegan in the movie, but in real life, Drew, played by Ryan, he's a real life vegan. Not everybody in the movie was a vegan, but we did have a bunch of vegans in the movie. Not only myself, but Tommy and Stacy, who was the first AD, and she played a waitress. My brothers, both vegan, and some of the other main characters. Julia was a vegan, is a vegan. I think her boyfriend Ed was a vegan too. But yeah, there was a bunch of vegans in the movie. Our producer, Lena from across the ocean, vegan. Laser, who did a bunch of the crew, and Lysa, who did the makeup and the props, vegan. I created a subgenre. I hope so. I hope more can come with this. If you look at our IMDb or Letterboxd, it says, I didn't mean for this to happen, but since I played the movie in the movie theater in Syracuse back in March, it says the release date of this movie was actually March 15th of this year. So, Kathy, how's it feel being a movie star? Hey Mom, how's it feel being a movie star? I told her today that I've got a bunch of posters from the movie, and I was smart enough for both of the premieres to get a bunch of the cast and crew to sign their names on them. And I was asking my mom today, I got this gold marker right here. Mom and Dad, will you sign my poster? Mom, you're not going to be able to go anywhere anymore without people saying, oh my God, that's the lady from A45. Just kidding. Oh yeah, duh, John, of course. John was in the movie, and Dr. Gregor, Jane. There's a lot of other people probably right now. My mind's going blank, but I'd have to pull up the credits and the crew. Andy, who played the father of the main character, vegan. This was a locally made movie, you know, and some of the scenes we filmed a really cool scene in the basement of Hotel Syracuse, and it looks so like you just got to watch this movie. So it was in the basement. It looks straight out of Nightmare on Elm Street, like the boiler room. I'm like, oh my God, I got to use this. And the owner said, yeah, sure, you can use it. The only thing I ask is that you put my name in the credits. And I did. And we used the basement, which was built in 1912. So I'd like to go back there and you know, rent one of those hotel rooms and maybe do a live stream from there. But here's the thing. There's a film festival going on next month, Syracuse Film Festival, Horror Film Festival in Syracuse, New York, and it's going to be held at that building, the Hotel Syracuse, right where we filmed A44. And I did apply for this film festival. I submitted A44 to this film festival, being a local Syracuse filmmaker and also filming in the actual building that they're holding this festival at. And I got rejected. I'm super bummed about that because Syracuse is my hometown and I really like to represent my hometown. But unfortunately, I got rejected. And I'm super bummed about that one. I understood that I got rejected from some of these bigger ones, but these littler ones, and especially the Syracuse one, I got to say I'm really bummed about that. I still want to go check out the Horror Fest and maybe watch some of the other movies that actually made it, but I don't know. Once you guys watch my movie, maybe you can talk some sense into me and say why I got rejected or whatever. Because I'm a little biased, which it's hard not to be. Oh, that I got Dr. Gregor. So Dr. Gregor, actually, when I first did the Kickstarter back in 2018, I asked him if he would be in the movie, and without even seeing a script or finding out what he had to do or anything, he immediately said yes. So I was like, that's pretty awesome. So, then the movie went on hiatus for a while. I mean, this movie's been through a lot, and it's really amazing that I can sit here with you guys and say it finally is free to watch. I mean, not free, but at your own liberty, you can go and purchase it. It's free to purchase. Nobody's going to stop you from doing that. Unless you're under 18, your mom won't let you buy it. The movie they don't want you to see. That's why I'm saying this, because none of the film festivals that I've applied to have accepted my movie. And at first I was a little bit like embarrassed to tell anybody about that, but I'm just going to go with it. I don't expect to make it in the other two, and maybe one of them. But it is the movie that they don't want you to see. Nobody wants you to see this movie. None of the film festivals, I've reached out to some horror distributors. They didn't give me the time of day. This is the movie no one wants you to see. So you guys can watch it. You guys are probably the only people that have it on your radar right now because nobody else knows about it. But we want to change that, obviously. How do we find it? You've been searching YouTube. Okay, so they made it really hard to find. So if you go to YouTube, you got to search, you got to write exactly, this is the only way I've been able to find it. You got to write A44 YouTube movies. Write those 3 things in the search bar and it should come up for you. Tommy was the guy in the movie. I mean, Tommy's face is front and center. That's true, Linda. Yeah, Linda says that the obstacles were huge and everything was difficult. I mean, there's many times that I ranted to Linda, my trusty moderator here. Yeah. A44 YouTube movies. You have to write those things. I know it does seem ridiculous, like they're trying to suppress the movie. I don't know. Maybe we need some ratings before it actually pushes the movie out. I don't know. But please, if you guys went and watched it, if you rented it, I think you can just go there and give it a 5-star. If everybody gives it 5 stars, I think it'll start to say, okay, maybe we want to put this on people's search bar because we're missing out on something. But if you guys can't figure it out, then an average person's not going to find it. Like nobody's going to be looking for the newest horror movies out there, and it's not going to come up, and that makes me really sad, and a little bit alarmed, because we're missing out on so many people being able to watch one of the newest horror movies out there that nobody's going to hear about. So we want different content creators that review horror movies to see this, to give it a shout out, to tell everybody where to go and find it. Maybe clear the air and say this is how you got to find it. But I don't know. I mean, most people aren't going to say that, People are just going to be like, I can't find it anywhere. I couldn't find it today. I almost gave up. And then my distributor told me this is what you had to write. But it's I'm pretty computer savvy and I couldn't find it. I wouldn't think I had to write A44 YouTube movies in order for it to come up. I thought maybe just A44 or A44 movie, but it wasn't working. On Google Play, it should just come up. You go to Google Play and you go to the search bar and you type in A44. That worked for me. Thank you, Scott. I like the zombie and the dog and the projector and the popcorn. Yes to all that. I want my dog back. I want some movie popcorn. I want to watch a movie. That's funny that I just said that. Here comes my other dog. Here's my other dog, but he... What are you doing? What are you even doing? Are you getting up here right now? Are you serious? We were talking about your brother. Okay? Do you remember him? All right. It is. It's... You got to type in A44 Movie or A44 YouTube. Yeah, it sucks that you have to do all this. It makes me feel worse than probably anybody because because I know a lot of people are not going to see my movie because of that. You know, I know you guys are because you know where to go and you guys want to see this. But somebody that doesn't know who I am, that doesn't know anything about A44, is not going to do that. And that makes me upset. No, I'm doing a live stream. You just made it there. You're a 63-year-old vegan. Congrats on being vegan. And you have to prove that I'm 18. I got to do the same thing sometimes too. I guess that's good, right? You know, it makes us feel a little bit younger. It's like, hey, prove that you're over 18. I'm like, okay, I can't. I'm under 18. There. But then they don't let you see it. It's unrated. Oh, right. Yeah, I should have my web designer do that. Put the actual movie in there for people to watch, either on Google or YouTube. That'll be easy for people to go watch it. Yeah, I don't think you can post. So if you posted it in there, I don't think anyone saw it. I didn't see it either. I don't think you can post links there. If you're just joined us, you can either go to YouTube and search A44 YouTube Movies, and then it'll come up. You have to write that A44 YouTube Movies, or go to Google Play, which just go to a browser, type in Google Play, click the link, and then search for A44. It should come up. And if anybody follows me on Instagram, I've got a video showing myself doing it. You're still not finding it on Google. Let's see. Linda just posted the link. That's YouTube. Can you post the Google Play? I'm gonna pin this to the top for now. Okay, so that is the link if you want to watch it on YouTube. Everybody should be able to get there. And then I could probably just pull up Google Play, movies and TV. Okay, and then search bar, I'm just going to go to A44, and there it is. Boom. I'm going to copy the link, and I'm going to put it right here for you guys to see. Okay, that's Google Play. Let me know if you guys can see that link. Comes up. That's actually a cool picture. I wasn't sure about that one, but it looks pretty good to me. Also, I mean, that obviously supports me as a filmmaker that put a lot of time into this movie. But also, I did not come up with the prices on that. They do that. Thank you, Scott. The search criteria, I don't know. I don't know. See, that's the problem with YouTube. Like, there's no humans to talk to. Like, I don't know. It's pretty easy to find on Google Play, although I don't know who the heck uses Google Play. And YouTube, you know, YouTube is definitely very popular. So it's the pic that's on my A44 t-shirt. No, that's not the pic. My A44 t-shirt, no. Oh, you're talking about the main one. Yes, you're right. It is. But when you actually click on it, there's going to be another picture. If you actually click on it, there's another picture of a zombie on the outside of the truck. That's what I was talking about. Like, I don't know, can I show that? Monitor. Nope. Nope. So if I go like this, and then I go like this. Sorry, you got a black screen right now, but I'm trying something real quick. There. Okay, so that's what it looks like. This is the picture I'm talking about. This is Google Play. If you go to Google Play and you type in A44, this is what comes up. A44. This is the picture from my t-shirt. Yes, you're correct about that. But if you click on that, this picture comes up. And that's what I was talking about. This picture here. I think that looks pretty cool. And then you can either buy it or rent it. And 3 reviews already. 5-star reviews. So that means some of you guys gave it a review. Thank you all so much. Rate the movie. Write a review. Horror. Yes. Okay, so that's A44 right there for you. And let's go back over here. So, yeah, A44. That's the movie that everybody from the Kickstarter helped support. And we brought it to life. It took a long time. I want to thank everybody for, you know, sticking it out. And that's it. You know, it's not easy to make a movie, as I learned. I knew it wasn't going to be easy, but that's crazy. Hey, Stacy. Stacy is also in the movie, another fellow vegan, and she is also my best friend. And Stacy plays a character in the movie as well. So she's I would say she's our scream queen. Google, let's go picture. So yeah, we've had a few people on here tonight that are from the movie. We got Stacy and Ryan and Rob and Tommy and my mom. I don't think my dad's on here. My dad is also in the movie. Scream Queen. There's Scream Queens out there, and I think Stacy did a really good job at that. Thank you. Thank you, Shannon. I want everybody to see it, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. And if you do see it, and don't give any spoilers away, but maybe post a picture or something on social media and tag me. I want to know that people are watching this. That would be great. We gotta come up with some hashtag for this that we can do for A44 movie or keys. I don't know. Indie A44 Indy the pup. I mean, the movie centers around Indy. Indy's really the star of the show. D-Rabbit, yes, I can't wait to get DVDs and Blu-rays. I know not everybody wants those, especially in a dying age of that, but I definitely want those. Just for the fact that I made a movie and I got a Blu-ray of my movie. I mean, how cool is that? And my distributor, if I do it, they'll be everywhere. There'll be a Barnes and Nobles and Walmart and maybe Target. I don't know. They'll be all over the place. So that'd be cool. VHS. I don't think that they would do VHS. That would be fun though. I've got a bunch of VHS tapes, That was my next project after my movie was done, was to digitize some of my old VHS tests, some of my old high 8 camera, my old footage from like when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, when I, like some of my old footage, and just make, a channel with that. That'd be cool. I've got old stuff. I've even got old movies from like when I was a little kid, even before I was born. My dad has all these movies that I've digitized. 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s. I've got it all. I love documenting videos and movies before we had camera phones. I was the one kid that had the camcorder in high school where nobody else did. Betamax, Laserdisc. We're gonna do Laserdisc. I remember the first time I saw Indiana Jones when I was a kid. It was Laserdisc, and then at my other friend's house we watched The Empire Strikes Back on Laserdisc. If you're that old, you know what I'm talking about. The Betamax. I think I watched the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Super 8. My dad has Super 8. He's even has prior to that where it's all just black and white. But I still have some Super 8 film that I have not developed. But I can't find those Kodak stands anymore like they used to be. The Laserdisc mesmerized you as a kid? Mike, are you around my age? Yeah, me too. They take this big laser disc, you put it in the player, and then you pull it out, and it would be, yeah, it was crazy. Oh, floppy disk. Now we're talking. I want to watch it on my Commodore 64. Okay, Mike. I think I remember you telling me how old you were, so you would know a little bit better than me. But yeah, I'm super excited. I want to have like a nice, like, I want to be posting a lot of stuff for this Halloween season, and also talking about A44, and get ready to be like bombarded with A44 stuff, because I'm just going to be like promoting it every video that I do from now on, whether it's a cooking video or live stream, at the end or in the middle, I'm going to be promoting A44. So sorry, not sorry, but we need this to get out there to everybody. Yeah, Commodore 64. I still have mine. Love it. I used to love Zach McCracken, Maniac Mansion. Linda says, remember the original big screen projecting TVs? They had red, blue, and yellow lights shining. I mean, that's reminding me of Silver Spring. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Ooh. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, my movie's out there. It's I waited for this day for so long. It's out there though. And thanks to everybody that helped make this and everybody that's been helping me. My producers, I know Stacy's been talking to me about it like every day. That's freaking crazy that Stacy just says, funny, I just said that Fiona and I just finished Willy Wonka original movie 10 minutes ago. Wow, that's a synchronicity. If I've, they're happening a lot, but that's a really good one. What did she think of it? Did she like it? That's my favorite one too. I don't like the remakes. You're older than cable TV. Oh my God, for real, for real. You wanted it out before last Halloween, but you're getting it out this time, this Halloween. Yes, Shannon. I can't wait. It's exciting. It's exciting. And hopefully it'll be up on Tubi as well before Halloween. I don't know. And I wish it was up on Amazon as well, but we had some problems with that, so. Thank you so much, SA, for the super chat and the congrats on the movie. It's not letting me like it. I do like it. I don't know why I can't like it, though. I hearted it, though. Right, exactly. Gene Wilder cannot be topped. I agree. Which purchase option supports the artist the best, or are they the same? Google Play is a little bit better, but either one is good. I think Google Play is 70% and YouTube is 55%. Yes, D-Rabbit, I have already contacted one. I got to go through and contact a bunch of the other ones. People that do either podcast or they review horror movies and stuff like that. I did screenshot a bunch of them. Actually, one of them did write back to me and said that he was interested. So I'm interested. He's interested. So now that it's out, I can give him a screener. Stacy, I did know that. I did know that that is one of your favorites. That Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is one of your favorites. So that's funny. That's just weird that you guys watched that tonight and we did not know. I did not know that. Yeah, I'm upset about Amazon too. I'm more upset that Amazon didn't tell us why they rejected it. So we just got to kind of give it to them again, maybe change the trailer and do a Hail Mary. So oh yeah, you probably can't watch it while you're watching the live. It's one or the other. So as soon as I stop talking over here, you guys are free to go watch it and it should play. Come on, go sit down. Come on. You don't do this when I'm not live, but when I'm live, you do it. You do it. I always wanted one of those never-ending, everlasting gobstoppers. You were going to do a super chat, but yeah, they do take that. But I have a link below that you can do a donation if you want, which goes straight to like a Venmo or PayPal donation. If you don't want to do it on YouTube, I understand. What up, CIC? Oh, he's always looking for pets. He also loves to play fetch with me with his like little ragged toy that is falling apart, and I got a new one. Rachel got him a new one, but he still likes the old decrepit one. Yep. Schnozberries taste like schnozberries. What does Ziggy taste like, huh? Is he a little... He wanted to be in the movie, but he's too much of a spaz, right? He wouldn't... No, he couldn't do it. He couldn't sit still. He couldn't be a good boy. I mean, he's a good boy, but he couldn't, like, you know... He couldn't do it. He goes crazy. He goes crazy. Look at them. Look at them. Look at that. They're right there. Look it. All right, well... Anyway, I don't think he has to go out because I literally let him out right before I did this, and any other time he's fine for hours upon hours. But he's making me gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we've been on for 110 minutes, almost 2 hours. I've had fun. He got your pug's attention. Oh, I always like to do this before I go. Like, Alexa, tell me a story. But not you. Alexa, stop. I forgot I had one too. Alexa, stop. Alexa, shut up. Sorry about that. Oh, believe me, we've been going for long walks. How far did we go today? Hey Siri, how far did I walk today?
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
I've been going for long walks with my Zeke, anywhere from 6 to 10 miles, sometimes 12 miles a day with him. Long walks, which is fun, and it lets me breathe the fresh night air and think. I need to clear my head and think about strategies for the movie and stuff like that. So now that it's finally out, now I got to think of new strategies of, like, for the movie, how am I going to promote it? That's what I need to do. If anybody has any more ideas, you can feel free to send me any direct messages. Instagram is great, you know, stuff like that. I did get trolled by my own prank, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to piss off the Terminators. Yes, of course. Remember, share A44 for me. Please, please, please. This is what we wanted to do. This is huge for veganism, whether people know it or not. This is a movie that can promote veganism without really seem like it's doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are more different movies that are more of like kind of like in your face kind of thing that a lot of people they don't react to very well. They criticize it. They don't want to watch it. They won't even try to watch it. This is done in more of a classy, tactful way, where it's, by the time it really pushes the message, you're kind of already, you can't deny it, you know, like, you'll see what I mean. You're already in love with the character, if you will. So, this is huge because it's a different approach to promoting veganism than all the other ones. It's not a documentary. It's not talking about all the, you know, different things for documentaries tell about, you know. It's not a cooking show. This is different. This is a horror movie that is overall, first and foremost, entertaining. So it's entertaining whether you're vegan or not, but there's an undeniable vegan message, and I don't think it's too harsh for people to be like, I can't watch this, but I think it's just right. And that's what I went for. That's what I wanted to do. And I think that's paramount for the vegan community. I'm only one person. I did have the help of many, and we got this movie out, and finally I saw it through, and I think this will be an overall a good thing for veganism, and the better it can be received, the more people that watch it, hopefully it becomes a cult movie, the better it is for veganism. So, there. We have another super chat. Thank you, Organic Silver Moon. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm trying to watch on my TV. to have to use Chrome to play. I'm not going to buy it, Chris. Thank you. I'm not used to buying digital movies, only rent. Love you, Zeke. That's no problem. I hope you get to see it at some point. Thank you for that super chat. Stickers, billboard. A billboard would be good, but probably expensive. I wonder how much they would be. Thank you for sharing, Organic, Silver Moon. If your husband hadn't gone to bed, I'd rent it tonight. Also, I'm not sure if anybody's rented it. They didn't purchase, they just rented it. Because I'm not really sure, how long do you get it for? Is it like 48 hours? Is it more? Is it less? 36 hours? I don't know. It is on YouTube, videos on demand, but it's very difficult to find. So you got to go to YouTube and you got to search. You got to put it in like this: A44 YouTube movies. If you put those three things in your search bar, you will find it. If you just start looking A44, it's probably not going to come up for you, which I don't understand why, and it kind of ticks me off that it's doing that, but it's making it very hard for me to promote the movie, because I don't think anybody's going to find it in new horror releases. I think they're only going to find it if they specifically go there looking for it, which isn't good. You only saw a rent option. I don't know. I did see the buy option when I went there. Can any of the vegan restaurants help promote it? Yeah, I mean, anybody can put up a flyer, and I know that Angel Hearts down in Ithaca has one of my posters. They were at my showing in Ithaca. Cynthia, thank you for running. 48 hours, but you get 30 days before you start viewing, I believe. Okay, so if you rent it, you can wait 30 days before you start it, but once you start it, you have it for 48 hours. Okay, that sounds good. Yeah. Yeah. So, Be Kind Rewind. Right. No, YouTube does get some of the money. If you want me to get more of the money, it is a little bit better on Google Play. But I will get a percentage on YouTube as well. If you do purchase it, you get a digital copy. So like I said earlier, I purchased my friend's movie last year, and I can go on there anytime on Amazon and watch Creeping Death, his movie. And I did just buy his Blu-ray as well. And like I said, if you're just joining, he also is in my movie. Oh, that's awesome. I love Pittsburgh. I usually like to go there. I mean, I always like to go there, but I'm getting some bad buffering again. I might have to end this. But I love going to Pittsburgh, obviously, from the Monrealville Mall and the Evans City Cemetery. The George Romero, who is my favorite director. Rest in peace, George. But I love Pittsburgh. That reminds me, I will be at the Syracuse Veg Fest this year, September 21st. And also there's a Vegtoberfest here in Syracuse on October 11th. So I just want to promote those two. Will there be watch parties? I'm not sure, because I would love to do a watch party, but I don't know how I would do that, you know, because I can't stream it for anybody. So if we did a watch party, we'd have to be like, okay, if everybody goes and buys it, we'll start it right now, and then I'll watch my own version, you watch your versions, and then we could all talk about it. Spoilers. And then I'd probably make that video private. I don't know. Not really sure. I can no longer stream it for people like I did before, because I have a distributor. I signed a contract with a distributor. But yeah. Anyway, I think I've said most of what I want to say. I mean, obviously, this has been my life for 3 years now, so I could literally sit here the rest of the night and talk about the movie. You know, I held off on a lot of this stuff for so long because I wasn't ready to talk about it. I hate giving people their you know, getting people's hopes up and then not knowing. That's why I didn't really give any definites yesterday when I did my live stream with Craig. But it is out, and I can talk more about it now, and I'll do more live streams. And I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what you guys think. I would love for you guys to tag me. If you guys watch it, you know, snap a picture of, you know, one of your favorite parts. Don't give any spoilers away. Definitely don't give any spoilers away. Don't snap any pictures from the end of the movie. For sure. There's a big spoiler. Please don't give that away. But anything else, like, yeah, I would love to see, you know, what you guys think of it, and, you know, tag me. You know, it makes me happy to know that people are watching, you know, my hard work, and everybody that was involved's hard work. Thank you, Rita just bought it. We'll do yes, Linda's correct. We will do another live stream soon. And maybe next time you see me, I'll have a beard again. I don't know. Probably not, though, because I'll probably do one very soon. But anyways, thank you. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. And good night. And don't let those zombies bite, because now they're more real than ever. Anyway, that's it. Now I got to figure out how to turn this off. Over here. Alrighty.